guys, welcome to MLSsoccer.com's coverage of the 2015 CONCACAF Gold Cup. Along with former Houston Dynamo forward Calen Carr, I'm Katie Witham. We're going to be traveling with the U.S. the whole way, keeping you guys covered. Right now, we are in a very windy Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, as the U.S. gets set to open their campaign Tuesday night against Honduras. And Calen, they are looking for their second straight Gold Cup trophy.
Yeah, and if they do win the final on July 26th in Philly, they're going to automatically qualify for the 2017 Confederations Cup in Russia, which would be an invaluable experience for this group to get to the cities and stadiums they're going to be playing against. Some of the best teams in the world all at that tournament, and they get it a year ahead of time before the big stage of the World Cup.
Well, and that's exactly what we want to see. But if we don't, well, then we're going to see the brand new rule come into play. Because the U.S. won the Gold Cup in 2013, they are automatically guaranteed a spot in the playoff round with this year's winner of the Gold Cup. The winner of that game then will head to the Confederations Cup. But who's going to get them there? I mean, that's been what we've been talking about since the World Cup. Jurgen Klinsmann's used a number of different players, but he brings a pretty experienced group into this tournament. What do you think?
Well, I did some work with U.S. Soccer earlier in the year at their January training camp. And from day one, the initial conversation was focused towards building towards this Gold Cup and to get to that Confederations Cup. So he's brought an experienced group. It'll be led by Michael Bradley, who's just taken the captaincy. But they've also got a mix of young players. I think Gyasi Sardes is a name to watch, LA Galaxy player in really good form, nice assist to Wando last week. I think he's going to have some really bright moments, whether from the bench or from the start. I could see him having a big tournament.
One hot topic that you just mentioned, Michael Bradley now wearing the armband taken away from Clint Dempsey after the suspension drama. How will that affect the team, if it will at all?
I don't think it's going to be spoken about one time in the locker room. I mean, I think there's a lot of hoopla around outside the stadium, but these guys are a tight-knit group. And to be honest, Clint's he's got some confidence. I don't see anything shaking him. Obviously, you saw the penalty he took against Guatemala, chipping it right down the middle. He's not the type of guy that really focuses on that type of stuff, and Michael's got respect from everybody in the locker room and around the league about what he brings to the field. I think he'll be the right guy to lead the ship this tournament.
Absolutely. The focus will be on the field after Honduras. The U.S. will face Haiti in Boston and then Panama in Kansas City. We're also going to be paying attention to Canada here on MLSsoccer.com. The Canadians, though, have struggled the last couple of years, including a winless 2013.
Yeah, but things are looking up under Spanish manager Benito Floro. They've actually won their last 4 straight, and they've added some exciting young MLS talent with Tesho Akindele and Kyle Aaron.
Well, for more insight on Canada, we go to our friend Frederic, who is the commentator for TVA Sports in Canada and a co-host of Coup Franc, MLSsoccer.com's French language podcast.
I think Canada feels pretty good coming in. They have momentum at the moment. They've played good against Dominica, who's a pretty weak team, but still, they played really well, and I think they're really focused going in. They're young, but since Benito Floro has been there, he tried to keep a core or the team together. Tybert, Piet, and Osorio are still looking to really establish themselves, same as Akindele and Laren, but still, they're young and they're promising. You'll see a nice little team expecting to get out of the group and maybe be second to Costa Rica and hopefully get past the quarterfinals without crossing paths with the United States or Mexico.
There are 10 other teams in this Gold Cup other than the U.S. and Canada. Perennial stalwarts Mexico and World Cup quarterfinalists Costa Rica will be top contenders. Our very own armchair analyst Matt Doyle will have a look now at the rest of the field.
The U.S. enter every Gold Cup as the co-favorites alongside Mexico, but this is not a full-strength Mexican team. Javier Chicharito Hernandez and center defender Hector Moreno were both lost to injury last month. Neither will participate in anything happening in July. That means a lot of the weight is going to fall on forwards Giovanni Dos Santos and Carlos Vela. Vela, of course, has not played in the Gold Cup since 2009 when he lit the U.S. up in the second half of a 5-0 Mexico win. The other real contenders, Costa Rica, you can never count them out, especially after last summer's great performance in the World Cup, and they made it all the way to the quarterfinals. Panama, this generation, Blas Perez, Jaime Pinedo, Luis Tejada, they've made 2 previous Gold Cup finals, including 2013, and always Honduras. They're big, they're strong, they're athletic, they have a couple of playmakers. Those are the contenders. Everybody else is in the pack.
Thanks, Matt. Well, we've got a great tournament ahead of us. Will the U.S. repeat?
Well, I'm feeling confident, but you always got to watch out for Mexico, Costa Rica, or there could be a surprise in the field.
What do you guys think? Let us know. Leave it in the comments below, and keep checking in right here at MLSsoccer.com for your 2015 CONCACAF Gold Cup coverage.